In this video, we're taking on sushi right here in Los Angeles, California. I'm gonna be looking for the absolute cheapest sushi I can find and working my way up to the most expensive sushi that exists in Los Angeles. Sushi at a little restaurant called Nobu. And by the end of this video, I'll be ordering the most expensive thing on the menu at that restaurant. Unless it's like way too much, then I'll delete this part of the video. I gotta try to make money here, guys. This is the same restaurant that Pete Davidson ate at with Kanye West one time. That probably means it's really famous. This is the sushi restaurant to the stars. If you try to book a private room in this restaurant, it will cost you minimum $2,500. Right now, we're starting with the cheapest location. Let's move. Boom, we have come to our first location right behind me, 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven was invented in the USA, but then exported to other countries like Korea and Japan, where they made it even better. If you go to a 7-Eleven in Japan, say, it will blow your mind the amount of fresh, ready-to-eat foods that there are there, including sushi. Right now, we're gonna head inside the 7-Eleven, order the cheapest sushi we can find, and see if it's delightful. The American 7-Eleven, it is full of stuff like this. Snacks, nuts, candies, things that can be on the shelf for 6 years before they have to be replaced. So right here, we have the fresh food section. We have salads, we have subs, and we have a little bit of sushi. We have two to choose from. The first one is a spicy California roll. A little bit of meat and then just a very thick ring of rice around it. That is coming in at $4.89. For the same price, we also have the Supreme Sampler. It includes ginger, soy sauce, and wasabi. I can't really choose which one to get, so I'm gonna get both. I'm very curious about what's inside the Supreme Sampler. All we know so far is that it's Supreme and it's a sampler. Boom, we have our first course right here, and already my wife is worried that I'm gonna get sick from eating this. Nice. Take a look at the spicy California roll. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is a California roll? Well, let me tell you from memory. A California roll is a type of sushi roll that typically includes imitation crab, avocado, and cucumber, wrapped in a seaweed or nori and rice. This doesn't have avocado or cucumber. What makes it California? Maybe the fact that we're in California. Then they have this incredibly thick layer of rice. We're gonna learn throughout the day today that the cheaper the sushi, the more the rice. Cheers. Huh. Wow. It's a bit gluey. It's like a spicy Elmer's glue with lumps. You can make it better with these little ketchup packets. Unopenable. Maybe just the center part would be okay. It does taste a little bit spicy and there's some crab sensation. It's cold, of course, because it's been sitting in the cooler for 3 to 4 weeks. But that rice on the outside, way too thick. But for $4.89, could be a lot worse. We also got the Supreme Sampler. Now, I think when they said Supreme, there was a little bit of hyperbole involved. I would call this the adequate sampler. Now, with the casing off, I can see there are 2 different types of sushi here. One with a load of rice on the outside and one with a load of rice on the inside. Maybe that's an avocado, and that might be a pickled carrot, and then again, more crab. I'm gonna try that one. Oh boy. The nori on the outside is feeling a little clammy. That's good, right? Clam's a seafood, at least. Cheers. No, wow, dangerous. I'm trying to figure out what's riskier, taking ecstasy that might be laced with fentanyl or this. So both of these are $4.89. I gotta say the one that's more my favorite is the California roll. It's a little bit less slimy, less clammy, and feels more like it might not kill me in 8 hours. Here's the funny part about all this. I'm starting with a sushi that costs $4.89. And by the end of this video, we're gonna be going to a sushi restaurant so expensive, you have to pay $4.89 just to breathe. There, I'm gonna get the most expensive sushi roll they have. I'm hoping it's over $100, but we're gonna find out soon. But in the meantime, we're going to our most medium location, a location selling all-you-can-eat sushi. Let's move. Boom, we have come to our second location. It's right behind me, called here Fishy. This is a sushi buffet. That's right, dangerous. Dangerous if you're the owner. Because what if you have somebody who comes in here and eats half the inventory? Have you seen people in the USA? They're becoming large. This location is also in Koreatown, in a plaza where lots of sleepy people are taking naps, but if you step over some disheveled people, you can make it to this restaurant. Now let's talk sushi buffets. What are the pros? Well, that you can eat all you want, but the cons are that sometimes you'll find a snowballed piece of rice with a razor-thin piece of sashimi on top. Will here Fishy be any different? Well, we're gonna head inside now and find out. Is that awesome?
Yeah.
I've got the menu right here, and the price is gonna change depending on the time of day. Right now, we're getting the all-day special. It costs $54.99, but there are some catches. Catch number 1, 90 minutes. That is your limitation. Rule 2, savor the flavor. Respect the plate. To avoid unnecessary waste and additional charges for excessive leftovers, please consider ordering little by little. Uh-oh, I'm more accustomed to big by bigger. Rule 3, experience with rice. We take pride in crafting sushi with a careful balance of flavors, using less rice to elevate the natural beauty and taste of fresh ingredients ingredients, we kindly encourage our guests to enjoy each piece in its entirety to fully savor the craftsmanship and flavors assembled for you. They know you're gonna order a bunch of nigiri where it's on top of the rice and you're gonna just peel off that fresh salmon and eat it raw like it's sashimi. They don't want you to do that for obvious reasons. You could probably eat 100 of those and that would be pretty pricey. And so that's all the rules. There is a lot of food here you can order. We've got appetizers, soups and salads, classic rolls, sushi burritos. We have premium plates, which we'll talk about soon, and we have tons of different types of sushi rolls. Right now, I want to start with a little bit of redemption. We already had a pretty brutal version of the California roll from 7-Eleven. Let's do a redo and see how they do it here. And just like that, our California roll has arrived. This took about 3 minutes to get to my table. That was fast. I thought maybe there would be some trickery with the time where they say, yeah, 90 minutes. And then each food takes 89 minutes, but that's not happening here. Let's take a look, because it is a beauty. See the perimeter? It's about 1 rice grain long. Inside, some of that crab, maybe with some mayo mixed in. We've got avocado and a thin slice of cucumber. Nori going through the whole thing. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a dip in soy sauce. Ooh, cheers. Oh. Even that little tiny micro hint of cucumber, don't mind it. A little creamy avocado and plenty of mayonnaise-filled fake crab. I like it. So from here, I'm gonna be ordering a lot more sushi. But first, I wanna talk to the manager of this restaurant because I have questions. For example, what is the most damage you've ever seen done by one person?
There were 2 ladies. There were Asians. They ate like 120 pieces per person.
120 per person.
Yeah.
There was a news story recently. A woman tried to eat dozens of rolls and she ended up in the hospital.
Well, that's why we opted this half rolls options for people so they can try everything. Because when you get here, you feel like you want to use your money worth, so you end up eating excessively, which causes those incidents.
The menu said something about food wastage. Have you ever charged somebody for leaving too much extra food on the plate?
We did a couple times. There are customers who order a lot that they cannot finish it. They end up hiding those food in the miso soup. That's kind of disrespect for us. That's why we sometimes control people's order.
The idea of someone trying to hide their rice and like sink it, submerge it in the miso soup, that is diabolical. My final question, do you think here Fishy can compete with Nobu?
That's a tough question. We're trying to pursue like similar quality, but we respect them more because they have more historical culture approach to the Japanese cuisine.
From here, I'm gonna go back and eat some more sushi.
Yeah.
James, thank you very much.
Enjoy. You got 90 minutes.
Actually, it's more like 75 at this point. All right, folks, right here we have sushi round 2 at the buffet. We have seared salmon, and then over here, seared tuna. As we move up, we've got shrimp, surf clam, and squid. This was kind of the litmus test to see if this was really a good quality buffet or if they're kind of over-ricing their customers. Can we do a deep voice thing with that? Over-ricing their customers. What does that mean? That means this is the salmon. When I lift it up, does it have rice? Yes. But look at that minuscule ball of rice. I came here expecting a baseball-sized piece of rice, and I got a grape. It's almost too little rice. Let's give it a shot. It's got that yum yum sauce in there, enough to make me say, it's good. You thought I was gonna say yum, right? No. Right here, seared tuna, same thing, a grape-sized piece of rice. Beautifully seared, absolutely delicious. And here's one other thing they're doing here that you won't find at other sushi restaurants. If you take a look at their prep station, all of this is pre-cut. So here, if you order a bunch of nigiri like this, they just have to get some rice, slap the pre-cut fish on top, throw it out, and it's ready to go. That's really cool. Over here, we have shrimp. You know what that tastes like already. Over here, we have a surf clam, and then right here, squid. Cheers. Oh, good. Stunning. From course 2 here, I have surmised that this place is not skimping on the customers. But when it comes to the quality, I want to see how high they can take it. And there's one part of the menu I've not shown you yet. Let's take a look. Right here on the menu, they have the Here Fishy special. This is 13 of their more premium sushi offerings. But here's the catch. You can only get 1 per customer per time coming to the buffet. But here's the uncatch. You can get all 13 at one time if you want. And that's what I'm going to do now. Let's move. I'm going to stay here. He's going to move. And 5 minutes later, our 13 items have arrived right here. Let me walk you through it. Right here we have uni. Then we have the salmon roe, Toro, salmon belly, halibut, jumbo scallop, and a sweet shrimp. Right here we have the sliced abalone, the orange salmon, the screaming orgasm. This is Spiderman. It's a fried soft shell crab in a carrot puree. Right here we have tuna and a bluefin tuna poké. That is a lot of food. Let's start with this right here, abalone. This is a wonderful presentation, and it looks much more humane than the way I ate it in Korea. Can we flash back to when we basically just cooked abalone alive and they were writhing in their shells trying to escape? See? Humane. Cheers. Soft, tender, smoky. That's really delicious. Right here they have one called the Screaming Orgasm. PG-13 over here. Okay, it looks like there's some glass noodles with tuna on top. Screaming Orgasm. Let's hope it doesn't work as advertised. Oh, that's delicious. It wasn't glass noodles. It was shredded cabbage underneath. It tastes like the tuna's been seared. There's some yum yum sauce on top. This one, the server told me it's called orange salmon. And I said, good try. All salmon is orange. And then he said, no, look, there's actual oranges right here. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. That just tastes like good old salmon sashimi with oranges on the side. Next, the uni is calling my name. It is very creamy, and it's a nice bite-sized piece. Finally, right here, we have the Spiderman. We have a soft shell crab that's been completely fried, and it's been posted up in a carrot puree. Oh my God, that's delicious. It's so soft and so crunchy. It almost tastes like bread. It's so satisfying. So that is all you can eat sushi buffet here at Fishy. I know what you're thinking, $55, maybe that's a bit expensive, but here's the thing, and trust me on this, you do not want an all you can eat sushi buffet that costs 20 bucks. You don't. Lastly, I can say that this place is built for speed. They said that a couple ladies were able to eat 120 pieces in 90 minutes. That means they were making on average, math, 1.25 pieces per minute. That's really fast. But is this gonna be the sushi place that gives me the most bang for my buck? We won't know until we go to Nobu, and we're headed there next. At last, we're at our final location, right behind me, Nobu. This is one of the, if not the most expensive sushi restaurant you will find in Los Angeles. And that is saying something, because this is a city full of high-end, premium, expensive restaurants. This Nobu is part of a global chain of upscale Japanese, Peruvian fusion restaurants, founded by Chef Nobu Founded by Chef Nobu Matsuhisa. This Nobu is known for its stylish contemporary design. It's something I look for in my sushi. It offers an elegant yet relaxing dining atmosphere. Great. I don't care. What about the food? Here they have a mix of traditional Japanese dishes and innovative fusion cuisine. In a moment, we're gonna head inside. I have not seen the menu. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm gonna show you soon. And I'm gonna be ordering the most expensive thing on the menu that is not a drink and not a set. The doors are about to open. Let's head inside and check it out. All right, well, first of all, this place is very dark. Lovely. Thank you very much. Take a look at this. Table for two. Yes, I will. God, here's the thing. This place doesn't have one specific item that stands out as being very expensive. It's more like a lot of expensive things. And guess what you're supposed to order? A lot of different things. In the end, the accumulation of all the different foods you get will potentially add up to a bill of $500 to more than $1,000. Now, I'm told what's probably the most expensive thing on the menu is right here. That is the Japanese A5 Wagyu. It's $40 per ounce. So I do believe we're gonna end our meal with that. But in the meantime, we're gonna get a California roll. I wanna see how these three different locations all do the same food, just as a benchmark. All right, folks, we have course number one, the California roll. You should be able to see a distinctive difference from the other California rolls. With each restaurant, it's getting a little bit better. You can see an even thinner rice sheet, multiple rolls of nori, avocado. This is a full mock crab and a little piece of cucumber. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a dip in the soy sauce and give it a shot. I wish it was a little bit less cucumber, but the avocado is super creamy. It's a nice bite of mock crab in there. Nice toasted sesame seeds on the outside. The rice is pretty perfect. I would say it's not necessarily better than the last location, just a little bit different. It does feel more high end, but that last one was pretty dang good too. So from here, we're gonna have three more courses. A cold round, a hot round, and the most expensive round I can afford. Let's do it. All right, folks, right here we have our cold course. First of all, right here, something they're calling Lobster Ceviche. This is a little bit of a lettuce cut. Ooh, it's a respectable chunk of lobster. This is pretty big for a one biter. Let's go for it. That thing is big, juicy, and delicious. Very citrusy, an explosion of flavor, and pretty expensive too. Now I'm starting to understand the price. It really can build up because, well, look how big the food is. Not that big. Over here, not that big. These are some of the smallest oysters I've ever seen in my life. But that doesn't mean that they're not delicious. This one's full of Nobu sauce. What is Nobu sauce? Well, I don't know. Ooh, that was dumb. Did you like it? You're like, whatever, keep going. Let's try it out. Very cold, briny, like it's just unfrozen. So it's almost very dense because of how cold it is, but I like it, it's refreshing. It kind of tastes like an oyster in pickle juice, very vinegary. Finally, we have this right here, and it looks like a little cylinder. On top, there is some sturgeon caviar. But what is it really? This is monkfish liver. This is the foie gras of the sea. So that whole big thing has been formed, shaped into this right here. Cheers. Rich, creamy. I kind of want to put it on a cracker, but oddly enough, it feels like they pulled it out of a weird little can. The texture is a little off-putting. like a can of refried beans. The caviar is delicious. It's good. But here's what I realized. I ordered all this food and then I thought to myself, oh wait, this isn't sushi. That's a big problem because this video is here to compare cheap versus very expensive sushi. So in the next round, I'm gonna be ordering 3 of the most expensive sushis they have on the menu. So we've ordered our next round, but in the meantime, I'm dying to take a look at the rest of this place, especially the sushi bar. It's one of the coolest places to eat because you get to see them make all the food that everyone's ordering. We didn't sit there today because it's kind of dark in here, but man, take a look at this. This is where all these top-rated premium foods get made by expert hands, guys who really know what the heck they're doing. Ooh. I think that's ours. What's amazing is this place, it's really modern and contemporary. They managed to fit a lot of people here, but make each table feel special. At least in my mind, I made it feel special when I realized I'd be paying over $500. That helps. I know what you're thinking. Oh man, I want to go to Nobu, but I would have to bring a date. No. Just go alone. Pay half the price, sit here by yourself. That's your date right there. Pick a guy, make some small talk. So that is a sushi bar. Back to the table for more. All right, folks, we got our sushi course right here, and this one is a doozy. It is very expensive. The cheapest one is right here. This is the Wagyu nigiri. This is $20. This is the uni. It is $40. And this right here is the baby abalone, and that is $36. So with all of this together, it's about $96. Pretty wild. Let's go from cheapest to most expensive, starting with this right here. Let's give it a shot. Wow, that is a soft, tender, juicy piece of Wagyu. It balances well with the rice. Overall, I like it. The next most, oh, by the way, we had to move over to this side because somebody was complaining that a douchebag was filming and they were worried about being in the background on the douchebag. So they've cordially asked us to switch positions. No problem, except for it looks way worse for you guys. On to our next piece of sashimi, the abalone. Let's give it a shot. Wow, that is definitely something new and different. It's almost certainly raw. The rice is on point. It's a little bit sweet. Then the abalone itself is crispy, it's sweet, it's delicious. I gotta say, finally here we have our most expensive nigiri. This is the uni, also known as the sea urchin. Let's give it a shot. Definitely the freshest uni I've had today. It's a little spicy. They put some wasabi in there. That's nice. It gave it some kick. So that is our outrageously expensive plate of sushi. But what about the most expensive thing on the menu? Let's order it now. Boom, final course. Here it is. Let's go. All right, so we have brandy on fire. We have the steak right here. Oh yeah, oh my God. It's all over the table. Wow, that is a showstopper. Perfect, thank you. So let's talk about some fun facts when it comes to this dish right here. First of all, it took like half an hour. I was napping and then suddenly I saw a flame and I realized, oh my God, that's our food. Second, this, very expensive because you have to order a 4-ounce minimum and each ounce costs $40. That means this little pile of steak right here, $160. Pretty wild. Let's see if it's worth it. So I'm told this here is A5 Wagyu. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Oh my God, worth the wait. Smoky, juicy, meaty, absolutely to die for. You don't really need to pair it with anything. They've got a little bit of salt on there already. You got these insane hot stones keeping it warm. And then they just had a tiny sear on the outside. And the rest was the flambe, Japanese for flame. So that is gonna be our final course for today. But how much did we spend in total and which place gave me the most bang for my buck? Let's go outside and talk about it. In this video, we ate 3 different types of sushi at 3 different price points. But which one of them gave me the most bang for my buck? The sushi place today that gave me the most bang for my buck was location 2, our mid-price location. About $55 for all you can eat sushi. Yes, you only have 90 minutes, but my God, how long do you need? How long do you need? I appreciate location 2 because they are doing all the cart sushi, but they're also doing a buffet style of sushi for $55, which in this part of the world, it's a bargain. The quality was there, the speed even better. They really have a well put together program. It was outstanding. In the end, Nobu, I've heard so much hype. All the celebrities go there and it was just kind of lame. It wasn't any better than a mid-level sushi place I'd find in Vietnam. It was very slow. It took half an hour to get that beef in the end. I didn't find the menu to be that inventive. I just thought it was okay and honestly a bit overpriced. Way overpriced, largely overpriced. Will I give Nobu another chance? The answer is hidden within the name of the restaurant. Ooh. I mean, no. Anyways, guys, let me know which one was your favorite and which one you would like to try. Otherwise, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. All right. Walk of Fame. I don't belong here.